Welcome back to the Kickoff Sports Breakfast Show with Damian on your Saturday morning. Let's talk hockey now, and let's welcome back to the show our good friend from Kapiti Coast Hockey Club. It is Grayson Rowse. G'day, Grayson.
G'day, Damian. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Good week. How was yours?
Oh, it's been a fairly busy week, but, not too bad. Looking forward to a nice couple of days break.
Yes. I mean, I know you go how much work, let alone 9 to 5 jobs, but I know how much work goes in behind each sport, especially at the moment to make sure that we can still play it, mate. So tip of the cap to all the work that you guys are doing.
Oh, thanks very much for that. Yeah, it's certainly been an odd week, or odd weekend last week, that's for sure. We obviously had some challenges with restrictions on spectators, so that was a bit of a new one.
Yeah, it was 100 in venues, contact tracing around about if you're going in and out of places, making sure things are cleaned down when teams leave. So, yeah, I'm sure it was pretty busy.
Yeah, no, but we had the added difficulty that we weren't allowed any spectators in.
Oh, wow.
Which caused a bit of... made for some very interesting games, and a lot of the players were saying that it felt really strange out there with no spectators on the sideline. But thankfully, this week we're back to having some spectators, which is good to see.
Fantastic. Is there any extra cleaning that has to go in with the turf, mate?
No, the turf pretty much looks after itself.
Cool.
Obviously, it's watered between games and often during games as well. So there's a lot of water going through that, so anything that gets on the surface gets washed away pretty quick. If there's any bodily fluids, occasionally there's some blood from injuries and stuff, we get out a special cleaning kit to clean up the mess and make sure any bugs that are there get washed away as well. So, with the water going on all the time, it's pretty clean. But around the dugouts, the changing rooms and what have you, we do have to do a bit of extra cleaning in between times. And thankfully the players are very good at helping out with that. So we thank them for that. Excellent
stuff, mate. Excellent. So how did the teams fare around the traps and how are they looking this weekend?
Yeah, well, as I say, last week it was without the spectators there. It was a really odd feeling. Many of the players were saying, and that kind of is reflected in our results, and we're going to blame COVID for that. So, and in fact, of all of our games last week, we only had one team that won, and that was our men's reserve 2 gold team. They were playing 9-9 over at Fraser Park, and they won that game 2-1, which was good to see. And immediately after that, the reserve 2 purple team also played the other 9-9 team, and they drew 1-1 with that. The other draw last week was our Premier 2 women, who were playing Vic down in Wellington. That was a 0-0 draw. And as I say, all the other ones, it was a little bit not a great day at the office for them. Not huge scores, but not the scores that we were hoping to see. But, it's a new week this week. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so coming up today, we've got our Premier 1 women. They'll be playing against Victoria at Kapiti. So that's on at 1:45. As I say, we're allowed to have spectators back in the arena again. And that's for all senior hockey across the Wellington region.
Cool.
It's limited to 100 people, so we'll have people on the doors just counting people in and out. And we do ask, those that want to come down and have a watch, you're more than welcome to come along. But please remember that if we've reached our 100 limit, we can't let you in. We're really sorry about that. We don't have any control over it, and it is for everybody's safety. So, give our volunteers a bit of a break. They're just looking out for everybody's good health. So, if we can't let you in, we're really sorry, but we can't do much about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But the other games going on is on today we've got our Premier 3 women's gold team. They'll be down in Wellington also against Harbour City at 12:45. The Premier 3 women's purple have the bye today, so they're having a good rest. And at 12 noon today, at Kapiti, we've got our Premier 3 men playing Northern United. And then moving on to Sunday, our Premier 2 women will be playing Victoria, also down in Wellington at 1 o'clock. Also in Wellington is our Reserve 2 men purple team, who are playing Indians down at Wellington in the friendly game. And our Reserve 2 men gold will be playing Tawa up here in Kapiti at 11:30. So as we're getting down to the end of the competition, there's a mixture of seeding games, for want of a better description, where one plays 4 and 2 plays 3, and some friendly games for some of the other teams competing. And then in about 3 weeks, I think we start moving into the semis and finals. So hopefully we'll have a few teams in those rounds, and we'll keep you up to date with how we go with that.
Absolutely. Well, Grayson, thank you for our updates. Always appreciate them, mate. Go well. Enjoy your weekend. We'll catch up next week.
You certainly will. See you, Damian.